The seller faced a pure financial loss of over $337,000 just from the sale transaction. The next house is located in the South Granville area, with 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, a single-family house with an approximate living area of 5,503 square feet and a lot size of about 9,196 square feet. Built in 1995, the structure has not been renovated, but the interior has been partially renovated, and it is a 2-story house with a basement built of wood. There are several pictures of the interior and exterior of the house. This house was actually sold on January 4, 2024 for $4,500,000. It was listed on August 28, 2023, with an initial listing price of $4,880,000, which was increased to $4,980,000 and was sold after 187 days. The actual selling price was 9.6% lower than the listing price. The BC government's assessment value for this house in 2024 is $4,506,000. The actual sale price was 0.1% lower than the government assessed value. It's really serious that single houses in Vancouver West are being sold for less than the government assessed value. The seller bought this house on October 24, 2017 for $4,837,000. After owning the real estate for 7 years, the seller sold it at a 7% loss compared to the purchase price. The seller faced a pure financial loss of over $337,000 just from the sale transaction. The final transaction price was $4,500,000, which was 9.6% lower than the listing price, 0.1% lower than the government assessed value, and 7% lower than the purchase price. The next house is located in the Point Grey area, with 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, a single-family house with an approximate living area of 3,198 square feet and a lot size of about 6,039 square feet. Built in 1925, the structure and interior have been partially renovated, and it is a 2-story house with a basement built of wood. There are several pictures of the interior and exterior of the house. This house was actually sold on March 1, 2024 for $3,250,000. It was listed on February 22, 2024 with an initial listing price of $2,958,000 and was sold after 8 days. The actual selling price was 9.9% higher than the listing price. The BC government's assessment value for this house in 2024 is $3,435,700. The actual sale price was 5.4% lower than the BC government assessed value. It's shocking and horrifying that houses in Vancouver's Point Grey area are being sold for less than the government assessed value. However, the building price among the total assessed value is only $52,700. The value of this single house building is merely about $52,700. The structure reported to the government is a house with a 1.5-story, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. However, the current house is a 2-story house with a basement, 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The latest building structure and interior renovation information have not been updated, so the government assessed the building value as almost negligible. Thus, the assessed value was set with 98% as land value and only 2% as building value. Therefore, this house actually traded at a much cheaper price than the government assessed value, but in reality it traded at a significantly lower price than the government assessed value. This is actually happening in one of the most self-assured real estate strongholds in Canada, Vancouver's Point Grey. The seller bought this house on March 26, 2018 for $3.9 million and $2,100. After owning the real estate for 6 years, the seller sold it at a 17% loss compared to the purchase price. The seller faced a pure financial loss of over $652,100 just from the sale transaction. It's beyond surprising that such losses can occur in Vancouver's Point Grey area. It's downright terrifying. Is it really true that such transactions have occurred? It's hard to believe that such losses could happen in Vancouver's Point Grey, suggesting that losses could occur in single-family house investments in any area in Canada. This shatters our existing understanding that Vancouver's Point Grey area is an invincible real estate stronghold. However, our traditional belief has been ruthlessly shattered. The final transaction price was $3,250,000, which was 9.9% higher than the listing price, 5.4% lower than the government assessed value, and 17% lower than the purchase price. The next house is located in the Southwest Marine area with 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, a single-family house with an approximate living area of 4,129 square feet and a lot size of about 22,000 square feet. The seller faced a pure financial loss of over $900,000 just from the sale transaction.